As always, I am delayed in posting. I promise I try. I'm either like not working alone, super frantic because we have events, or just am exhausted. So today I told myself I'm going to try to make a video. I'll do my best to remember to record because that's another thing. I'll get my line and then I forget. I'm already an hour into the shift, but it's okay. A few updates. We moved locations. It's still in the same area, but the lot that we were parked in is being paved, and kind of like updated, really nice. So we moved to the Village Arts Factory, which is also in Cherry Hill Village, and I'm really loving the spot so far. I'll kind of show you an outside view, but we're on like a nice raised platform. They brought over some nice picnic tables. We do have access to a water hookup, which we've not had before, and there's an outlet. So I've said this before too, having power is awesome. I'm able to like leave my milks here overnight. We've kind of changed our approach to mobile life, I guess. We have our 2 bars, which are great and they're perfect for events, conferences, all that jazz. So that's kind of all we move now. The camper I really want to be seen as a physical space. I really like that our regulars know they can count on us to be here, and it is building more of that community. A few things we've done I've noticed have really impacted our numbers recently is one, we got a pastry case, like a bigger one. I knew that people don't like buying the last of something, they like seeing an abundance, but I don't know why it took me so long to implement it. That has increased our average ticket sale for sure. And we started a run club. So they meet here every Friday at 6:30 in the morning, start their run, and then when they come back they get 10% off coffee. I am not a runner, but starting that club has been amazing for our Fridays. Now, don't get me wrong, with the space even being in the same spot, it is such a limited amount of space that even when I'm not the one working, I usually am having to bring something to the camper. One challenge we still have is ice. It is pretty hot in Michigan in the summer and it has just been melting before the next day. So yeah, we do always have to like buy a bag of ice and kind of get that to the camper. We don't have an ice maker. And there's just always something that we end up like running out of. So there still is stocking, but it's significantly less, and I don't have the worry of is the generator going to turn on or not. And I can leave my machine on at all times, so there's a little less stress on that. So I've been enjoying being able to be a little more, having a little less like frantic energy every morning driving the camper to a spot. With that said, location, right? I think where you choose to park, you might need to try a few places. You definitely need to be smart about it. It does take time to kind of build that community and see what time they'll want you there. We have been lucky in the fact that where we park is also where the farmers market happens every Sunday. So we are also part of that, and that really boosts our weeks up. You definitely can maybe make more money on a weekly basis if you are following all of those festivals and events, but I personally have enjoyed knowing that even if there's a week I'm not in town, I trust that people can be on the camper and work on their own and figure it out, much more than I did before where somebody else would have had to drive it, deal with the generator, knowing how to turn on and kind of figure out the equipment, and all just the shifting that happens in the camper when you're mobile. So for me and my lifestyle, I've really enjoyed having the campers stay put, but then we're still picking up multiple events a week with our bars. All right, this is that pastry case I told you about. The place we park brought these awesome picnic tables over. If we ever need to use like the restroom, we can just go in the building over there.
Someone to love, someone to love. 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 Some twice. Too much talking on my line. I know the game go, this I can't deny. So fuck is you playing for? Cause you know that I ain't playing right now. Just want someone to love, someone to hold, to hold at night. Someone to hold at night. Someone to hold at night. Baby, 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 darling, I know I hate, I love you. Yeah, you're making it so hard for me to move on and let go. Hold you. Play right now.
Always works that way, where there's like nobody, and then everybody. Always, never change.
Just do you.
What I will say about working in this space is that you get a lot of regulars. It's mostly regulars, if not all. Okay, also when it comes to finding somewhere to like put this so that I can actually film. Okay, also when it comes to putting this thing somewhere so I can actually film while I'm working, that has also been a challenge because it just doesn't like, I don't know. I should probably bring a little tripod thing, but that kind of feels like overkill. Probably thinking too much about it. I'm trying to like think less, post more. There is like, you know, a fear of, I don't know, when you put yourself out there, everybody's watching like everything you do, and I'm sure the way I do things isn't the way every other, you know, coffee person does things. And coffee people, I love coffee people. We like our way. So it is like slightly intimidating to like put yourself out there, but I loved all the resources that I was able to find through social media when I was trying to start. It made me feel a lot less alone, helped answer a lot of questions, so I'm trying to do the same. But just, obviously, I'm not perfect. When we get busy, my bar will get messy. The white machine, as pretty as it is, was probably a mistake on the front portion. I was watching some old videos, and it used to be so like nice and clean, and yeah, those days are gone. It's like stained a coffee color. Definitely one of like the grosser parts of owning a mobile coffee business is the gray water. We have gotten really good about not pouring milk down the sink. I promise you, it will smell. It will get stuck in your like lines. It's just not fun. So we pour all of our like leftover milk and stuff down the pitcher rinser and let it drain into 5-gallon jugs that I know I've shown you before. I will show you them again, but I will show you the gross part. So once they get full, I put a cap on them, and then I have to take them to our dump site. Where can you dump, Haley? Well, it is going to be, I know, everyone's least favorite answer, based on your county. But most RV parks will let you dump there, so you can look into that. If you do have a commissary, they will have like a mop sink or somewhere you can dump. If they don't, maybe your roaster does, or another business, a baker, whoever that you partner with, would be willing to let you use their mop sink. I have heard some vendors have, their inspector has told them they can dump it at home in their like laundry sink. In my case, that was not a viable option. But you'll just really have to chat what your options are. The place that we stored our camper before we were here all the time allows us to use theirs, and yeah, you can always look up dump sites. If not, look into commercial kitchens or a business that you partner with, and I'm sure they would be more than willing to find something that is mutually beneficial so that you can dump your gross water. So I always keep empties for, I know I've gone over this before, for the pitcher rinser, I can just use tap water. So once the purified water's gone, I'll write tap, I can fill it up just right outside over here, and then I'll always have like a backup water. Then once that's empty, I'll use it for my gross water. I have a full one, I'll show you. It's gross. So this is after like one busy day. It's like 5 gallons. Limiting the amount of waste milk in your pitcher will help that a ton. You want to do that anyways. It gets better with time. But I usually put that by the door so I don't forget to load it up in the back of my truck, take it with me, dump it, whatever. Yeah, one of the not glamorous parts.
They told me you're the reason I shine, as you loved all my seasons. Oh, chemistry unfolds, oh, like never but before. But my heart fills love with poison, sawdust, but you fixed what was broken. I wanna keep you close, but there are fears I hold. Would you love me if I told you what they put me through? Don't know what's the pace I can follow to get to you. If I push too hard, will you become someone I knew? I know I can't reach it. And always, everything I do leads to the end of our places. Saving up your picture keeps me on the same pages. Would you love me if you knew alone you'd be left there? I know I can't do it. And there I left him, with tears like rain in his brown eyes. I will regret it. The love he gave is hard to find. But there I left him, with tears like rain in his brown eyes. Crying I left there, 'cause I can't do it. Crying I left there. They told me damage ain't love. Don't know if I will admit where it hurts. So tell me, would you stay? Oh, will you go away? 'Cause I beg you to hold me. I'm a mess and you picked up what was broken. I wanna keep you close, but all these fears don't go. Would you love me if I told you what they put me through? Don't know what's the pace I can follow to get to you. If I push too hard, will you become someone I knew? I know I can't reach it. And there I left him, with tears like rain in his brown eyes. I will regret it. The love he gave is hard to find. But there I left him.
This is me trying to get my old gasket out, and let me tell you, this thing has been in here. Oh, nice! I just needed to record apparently. It's been in here a while, so I got some new ones. I'm gonna replace these bad boys. It's long overdue. I've done this on my home machine before, but never on this one, and it intimidated me a bit. So I looked up a Black Rabbit video on YouTube and was watching that in the background, and that helped a ton. Okay, it's really, so far, doesn't seem too difficult. So like, obviously the machine's hot, so that's probably like the biggest worry, but it's really, I don't know why I thought it'd be different than my rocket, but it's really...
People out there that still know him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
start opening at 7 instead of 8. And I told our regulars and our, social media that we would try it for a month and then see where we land in that month if we'll keep it going. So far, it's been good. It's just, that extra hour of getting up. It's not even that early, but that it has been impacting me. So I'm a little sleepy. But with all of that, I did forget big 16-ounce cups. So I just placed an Instacart order, and Instacart comes in clutch when you need something last minute. So I threw a few other things on that order, and they should be here within the hour. So
of the night. Tired of niggas not doing it right. Don't stay the night, stay the rest of your life.
now they're not as cute, but we do have a lot of people that like their big sizes, so I didn't want to let them down. And it's just like a lot to have Brian or someone like bring it all the way over here. So for one day, it's not gonna. To dial in my last shot, I'm feeling good about it, so I'm gonna make my drink. I've talked about it in other videos. We do dial in both sides of the machine. It's something you should also do so that your customers get great coffee. I wouldn't consider myself an expert when it comes to explaining if I'm not able to taste with you, but there's a lot of great videos, resources on all the social platforms. You can also look up like a little dialing in sheet, and it's something that's nice that you could keep by your machine. So I'm going to be looking into that soon now that we have so many new hires coming. Our general rule of thumb is 20 grams of coffee ground into your portafilter, and then roughly 40 grams out in about 30 seconds.
Baby, darling, I know.
Thinking vanilla.
I hate,
just
I
a little
love
bit
you.
of pumpkin pie spice. It's just enough pumpkin
You're
for
making
feel
it so hard for me, to move on and let go.
Get a little photo action in with the pour to post on stories, remind people that we're here. I'll show you the front of the camper. I didn't put my merch out, so I'm gonna do that too. Right, this is the new spot. We have a nice little kind of patio area with some picnic tables. And then this is the Village Arts Factory, and over next to it is a community center that the township is working on.
Just